Hey there, rock stars. Michael Stone here. Finally out in nature, out and about, and it feels so good. So good to be alive, tell you what. Oh, and I realize this month we haven't smashed anything yet, so it's time to smash some granite. Or smash a rock. Surprise! This month, we're going to be smashing a piece of granite. This was a recommendation. Let me see if I get. Oh yeah, there we go. Very nice. This was a recommendation from my dear friend Kevin, who you might actually recognize as the videographer. He does all the film stuff and the filming for most of the episodes. He couldn't make it today, which is a bit ironic, a bit funny, because we're going to be smashing this granite in his honor. So let's check it out. You may recall in the granite video, we went out to the Sierras and checked out a big old boulder of granite. Yeah, check that out. It was a big old piece of granite, and it was super cool. We had a super good time hanging out. And if you recall a little bit from that video, whoops. If you recall a little bit from that video, you remember that granite is a igneous rock, meaning that granite formed from a liquid, completely melted rock. And granite is also known as a plutonic igneous rock, meaning that it cooled very deep underground. It did not cool on the surface. And in the actual name for granite, gran, coming from Greek, I don't remember the exact specifics, but it kind of keys into the grains in the rock that you can see here. And these aren't like sand grains, like a sedimentary rock. These are crystal grains, meaning that you can actually see the crystals in this rock. They're visible to the naked eye without needing a microscope, without needing any assistance to take a look, which makes sense because granite, as a plutonic igneous rock, cooled very deep underground. The crystals had more time to cool. They cooled very slowly and thus are able to form these very big crystals, which is really cool, super neat. It's known for being a very tough, very resistant rock, which is why it's used so commonly in things like countertops and other features, building materials. A lot of the time you'll see buildings that use granite as an external feature, and kind of makes it look cool. I have here two different kinds of granite, two different kinds that have slightly different mineral compositions. Granite is generally composed of a few different kinds of minerals, quartz being one of the more primary minerals, and feldspar being another primary mineral. Quartz and feldspar. Quartz is going to be the white, almost glass-looking minerals in granite, and feldspar can be white, but it can also be pink. Like in this one, it has more pinkish feldspars in here as well. And then the darker minerals can be biotite or hornblende are most common, and a smattering of other smaller minerals that can kind of just get sprinkled in there and give us a final granite composition. There are different kinds of granites, and based off of the different minerals and the different compositions and arrangements in there, they do get classified into different areas. Granite is what's known as a felsic igneous rock, and felsic kind of clues us in to a little bit of the composition of the granite. Felsic meaning that it contains Fe, fel, for feldspar, the feldspar in here, and sic referring to the silicates, the quartz, that's also common in the granite. Felsic igneous rocks are going to be referred to in general as lighter. They're lighter igneous rocks that are going to appear not only lighter in appearance, lighter color, but also lighter in terms of their compositions, because granite is actually formed from the bubbling off of mantle and crustal material through the subduction process. When two tectonic plates kind of scritch together, they're kind of scritching together, and one ends up subducting underneath the other. There's going to be melting that takes place as the lower plate dips down into the mantle. It starts to heat up. The presence of water also helps to melt to melt the rocks and the minerals in there, and the very first things that melt and bubble to the surface and form giant underground batholiths and magma chambers is granite. So it preferentially melts first, therefore making it a felsic kind of rock. Now there's such a thing as a mafic rock, mafic referring to different compositions and different features than felsic. They're kind of the exact polar opposites, where felsic represents the light side and mafic is the dark side of the force, where you've got more dark minerals in general, and it tends to be referred to as a heavier igneous rock, like this basalt here, things like ocean island basalts, like in Hawaii, where those volcanic eruptions are erupting out highly mafic igneous rocks like this basalt here. Very cool, very interesting little tidbit on igneous geology there, the difference between mafic and felsic rocks that I will probably be referring to and probably go back to from time to time. Besides the point, this video is all about the granite here, so without further ado, let's get smashing. Remember, always wear your safety glasses, because safety is extremely important. All right, here we go. Let's see. Can the mighty Smashy the Rock Hammer stand up to the forces of this mighty plutonic igneous rock? Let's find out. Will it smash? All right, it's pretty tough. It's pretty tough. Let's see. Okay. All right, I'm getting something. All right, so that took a lot, but look at this. Very cool. You can see it kind of split open. Let's take a look here. There we go. It split open this vein in the granite here. Whoa. And so you can see a number of darker minerals. You can see that kind of shine, that kind of sheen to it. That's biotite. Biotite, as a mica, really reflects light and really shines, shows that light there. So that's super cool. Let me see though if we can finish it off. All right, that, first rock has been demolished. All right, first rock's done, but we're not done yet until we smash the second one. Here we go. Will it smash? Whoa. Okay, this one's significantly harder. Whoa. Never mind. Whew. All right, but let's take a look. This one, let's see here. This one has a slightly different composition. So you can see not a lot of darker minerals. You can kind of see that shine though. Look at that sheen from quartz and feldspar there. That is very cool. Very cool. Whew. So two very different granites, both still igneous rocks, still plutonic rocks, still granite, and they're still technically felsic rocks, all the same, and are very, very cool. Whew. Excellent. Hope you enjoyed watching me smash the crud out of these rocks, rock stars. This was a recommendation, again, from my dear friend and fellow compatriot and assistant here with Rock Talk. But if you have another rock that you've been dying to see smashed, let me know, because I want to hear about it. Feel free to drop that in the comments. I also want to give a shout out to Jean-Sebastien Rock, my buddy, my pal, who sent me this amazing picture of Tugtupite. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, which is an incredibly rare rock close to where Jean-Sebastien lives in Canada. And so cool. This rock has so many cool features where it reacts with UV light and shines very brightly in UV light, and I think I've got a picture of that as well. And it's just such a cool rock. Thank you so much for sharing that from your collection, John. I really appreciate that. And so feel free to send me your pictures as well. If you've got a favorite rock or a favorite crystal that you really want to let everybody know about, I'd love to see it and love to share it with you all. And feel free to hit that like button if you like this video. And as always, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and hit the bell if you want to get notifications. Check you next time.